What's up, you guys? It's Zack Jack Dan back with another live stream video. This time we are on live stream number 6. And we're going to be talking about the gargoyles that NECA has revealed to us. Also, we're going to go back and talk about the vintage and the cartoon. And we're pretty excited. This is not something that Zack had ever gotten into. So he saw this figure and he's like, man, we got to get that thing. I was like, you don't know anything about it yet. So he started watching some of them. So we are here with my son, Zack Legend. And we are also here with ManCave Collectible Reviews. And he is checking out one of his figures that just fell off the shelf. So that's the adventures of collecting and standing toys up on shelves, I guess, is that they just randomly fall off the shelves from time to time. So guys, in the chat, we've got Pinkleton the Collector, Jacob Stenko, the Fig Bro, and the Collectible Warriors. What's up, guys? So, big thing, NECA's jumping into another line. What you ever think about that, and this being the line? Is it going to be exciting for us to see all of these come to fruition in plastic form for us at a 7-inch scale? Are we looking forward to some of the variants that we got going on? Or that we had in the vintage? We'll talk about that too. And how far do you think they can take the line? We'll talk about some of the villains that they had in the show and whatnot, and all that good stuff. But also, guys, just make sure that in the chat, y'all throw in any kind of questions you got for us. We'll definitely stop and answer them. Throw them in the feed here for you. But Zack, ManCave, what's been going on this week?
Not much. I mean, I think I put out a few videos. Few news videos. I think what else I put out? That Hulk review for
that Hulk was amazing. Did you see that, ManCave?
Gosh,
that Hulk is amazing. I'm excited to get my hands on one of those.
So did you order shit?
Got it ordered through BBTS.
Okay, yeah, it's a solid figure. Definitely I like that one more than the 80th anniversary Hulk for sure. And it's massive, but
so I literally bought it just for the cyborg head, and I haven't been able to talk Zack into putting that one on it.
That's the head I want it for.
Really?
Yeah.
He's got it centerpiece on our Hulk shelf right now. So with the regular Hulk head.
I like the Legends Hulk. The one I have, the one I'm using in my Avengers is the the Wolverine Hulk 2-pack.
Right.
I like that Hulk a lot. But yeah, that robot head just does something.
Yeah. I mean, I like both of them. I think it's awesome that it comes in 2 different heads, but I don't know. I just really wanted to. I thought it was a great classic looking Hulk, and
so he took my old Toy Biz face-off Hulk. That was my centerpiece for years on the shelf, and it got demoted. So
see, old Noni over there's got some jokes going on right now. Y'all see that?
Yeah, ManCave drops a lot of things. Large raft. Power Rangers box in the store, I guess, the other day.
Yeah. Like I held them up, and I'm like taking my time on the 2 Rangers, and I'm like, man, this card is perfect. The other one was nice, but this one was perfection. Come straight home, set everything down, getting ready to do the little haul portion. Thing falls off, hits on the corner, puts a crease right across the corner of the box. So, yeah.
I think I heard you drop it in your video.
You did. It actually was in the video, and then I did a quick edit, like right at the end of it. Yeah, that was the drop. Oh, goodness gracious.
So let me ask this question. You know, we've been talking about NECA and their paint issues on the cartoon turtles. Have you seen that same paint issue on other NECA products that they do? Like the movie turtles, do they have that same paint issue?
No, the movie stuff's perfection. The Defenders of Earth are the same issue.
They are.
Yeah.
So hopefully this doesn't look like the same type of paint application that the Turtles has on this Goliath gargoyle. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm always nervous about NECA and their paint, their joints, their paint, their pegs. NECA makes me nervous about all of it. But if you're like me, as a collector, and you guys are, we don't play with our toys. We don't do action figure photography typically. We pose them one time, we stick them on a shelf, and we look at them. And NECA is good for that, in my opinion.
True.
if you're doing a lot of posing and action figure photography, you're going to have some more issues.
Yeah, but we also we review them too, so
That's
we're
true.
moving around on the joints and whatnot, so a lot can happen with that.
I broke a few on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, you and I think Zack broke the exact same one of the Triceraton infantries, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Broke our arm. Yeah, broke the
The arm
arm.
broke right off.
Yeah.
And that happened on 2 of ours, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. I think it was the same arm on both of them.
Well, mine was Zarak's.
Okay.
Is the arm I broke off.
Okay.
Y'all broke an orange Triceraton.
2 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But easy fix.
So, Collectible Warrior's asking about the Ren and Stimpy from Big Bad Toy Store. Is that the Super 7 stuff? So, let me know what you're talking about there, Collectible Warrior.
That's the only one I'm familiar with.
Yeah, they did a Super 7 Ultimate for that. I know.
Yeah.
And
So,
I think we're up for pre-order.
okay.
Like those, I don't know when those will be shipping out though.
Are you talking about the Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I hadn't seen those. Let me check.
They look really good, the Super 7 Ultimates, but I don't know about Big Bad. So again, I did my video this week for the top 10 best toy reveals. I'm going to kind of fly through some of those before we get into the main topic of the gargoyles. You guys throw in the comments what you guys think about these reveals for this week. My number one is definitely the Goliath gargoyle. I don't know about you guys. Y'all let me know when we go through some of this stuff. But this was not in my video, but this was just revealed or released images of this for the NECA and American Werewolf in London kind of army builder figure. You got all these different heads that you can swap out. So that's pretty smart on NECA's part as long as they can provide them to us in the store. Have plenty of them out there.
Yeah. I think those look pretty cool. I mean, I don't really know anything about it, but, I think it looks great, and having the different head sculpts is definitely a cool thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't remember this movie very much at all. They originally showed us off that actual, large wolf a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that we're getting these military soldiers here instead with the wolf heads.
Right. The Collectible Warrior says it is Super 7 for the
those look good.
Yeah. Pinkleton asked us a question. Said, I'm not sure if I asked this of you guys, but what's your current favorite piece in your collections? So I would say, just because I just reviewed it, is the Marvel Select Hulk. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but once I get, that's how I am. I get something in hand, and I love it, and then I move on to the next thing. But that figure, I don't know. It's such a standout,
Figure of the year.
No, it is really nice though.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see it in a whole lot of top 10s.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people really excited about it.
All right, so there's that Ren and Stimpy Super 7 Ultimate stuff there.
I actually like that.
So I wasn't into Ren and Stimpy at all. It was, a little vulgar in my status as growing up and everything. But they definitely, the Ultimates look amazing. They got all kinds of head sculpts there and whatnot for them.
I had to sneak and watch it. Mom and Dad didn't want me to watch it when I was little. But that looks really good. I'm impressed by that.
And I'm assuming that's as far as they can go. It's just those two, kind of like with the with Toxie. Are they going to do any further with Toxie?
Yeah, I kind of feel like Toxie was a one-off. A lot of those types of cartoons and movies, they're very, very niche. So, once you get past the main character, that's when lines start struggling to make money on them. So, yeah, I can certainly see Ren and Stimpy being those two and done.
Yeah.
But those look great. If you're a Ren and Stimpy fan, that would hit home for you right there, I would imagine. Yeah, packed with accessories. Yeah, you're right, Noni. It is.
So back to that American Werewolf stuff here. Let's see. There's your 3 versions here in a second that they can possibly do with it. If you're doing your army building, you got the wolf with the helmet on, the mohawk looking guy, the other more black-haired wolf, and then the bald one.
Mm-hmm.
Got all the weapons, the machine guns, the knives, and whatnot. Pretty cool.
I guess I need to go back and watch this movie.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I just know nothing about it. Somehow I missed this.
Yeah. Some crazy detail on the figure, those. You know,
Yeah.
NECA does a great job.
Mm-hmm. That werewolf looks phenomenal. I know it's not. I guess it's not up for pre-order yet, but
yeah, I know that werewolf looks amazing. So this is from a nightmare scene in the film. I was terrified watching this as a 6-year-old. Just an 80s kids thing, I guess. Staying up late watching creepy films. That's Damien says this.
That's terrible.
So Collectibles is jumping out there and ordering that Ren and Stimpy right now.
I need Collectibles to go and use my affiliate link, please, to order the Ren and Stimpy.
So, you know what I'm liking though on this right here? I'm not seeing any pins. The joints are very hidden in these. Like look at the legs, it's kind of hanging over. You don't see any of the pins in it.
Yeah.
And the elbows too. You don't see any of that.
Yeah, so that reminds me of like this right here. So look at like the Casey Jones movie figure.
Mm-hmm.
You can see how they kind of had the pants. In fact, is it a reuse of the pants even?
Maybe tucked behind the boots there. Who knows?
Yeah, you can see kind of how those pants come down over the knee joint. Looks really good. I mean, I think that's a fantastic way to hide those joints.
But are they double or single jointed?
Single.
Okay. That would make sense for how they can do that.
Yeah. I kind of think with the Super 7 stuff, I wonder if companies are going to start taking note. Super 7 just cares none in the world about double jointed anything. And they are just killing it right now. And, I think Super 7 said, we're going to give you a sculpt so good, you're not going to care about articulation. I wonder if other companies are starting to take note of that. They're like, let's just give a sculpt that's so good, people aren't going to kill us over single jointed knees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jacob's wanting to talk some Bring on the Bad Guys too, because we got what we got in that wave. It was iffy, we got the Lady Deathstrike, which is great, but he's talking about Lady Death here. Something he's wanting. Red Ghost, that's definitely a want for me. High Evolutionary, another Baron Zemo comic version, Baron Mordo, and Mephisto from the comics.
100%.
Those are definitely wants. I don't know if we're going to ever get another wave of Bring on the Bad Guys. I'm hoping so, but who knows?
Yeah. I don't know if we'll ever see Lady Death. I don't know about the likelihood of that. To be honest, I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I mean, it's Hasbro. I don't know, but yeah, Red Ghost would be cool. Yeah, all of those would be awesome. Baron Zemo is one I definitely want. Classic Baron Zemo.
And I was really shocked that we did not get the Mephisto as the Build-A-Figure for that for that wave.
Yep. And I don't know. Hopefully we'll see it at some point pretty soon.
So do you guys prefer design over articulation? And you guys are the reviewers, so y'all tell me.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
Same here.
Give me a statue. I don't care. Just make it look really good on my shelf.
And I'm a guy that collected Staction figures from the Motu stuff, so I'm good with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love articulation, but yeah, design's got to come first. Completely.
Stactions were ahead of their time.
Oh, they were so good. That was the Four Horsemen too.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Marvel Legends going up to $24 this summer? If that happens, ooh.
Don't even say it. You've been saying it since they were $14.
I don't know.
I may be waiting on a sale rack on some of this stuff.
It's so hard because, man, I'm already a little hesitant about Marvel Legends, to be honest with you. I mean, I love them. It's so awesome, and it's really the only way to get like Marvel stuff for a decent price. But they're just sometimes they can be a little lackluster when you see some. You get some amazing sculpts out there from some of these other companies, and you get Legends. You get the same body over and over that are pretty basic. So it's really a hard thing.
To me, if they're going to jump up on the price on us like this right here, then they better start throwing in some new sculpts on us.
I don't know. And that's the hard thing is, I've heard, companies having to increase their price because of different costs and stuff which is understandable. It's just, to us, it doesn't make sense,
So was that on Big Bad? Somebody found that to pre-order for the Ren and Stimpy?
All I could find was the reaction stuff when I went out to Big Bad. I don't know. I couldn't find it.
So we'll talk about the U.S. Agent figure here in a little bit. And yeah, Collectible Warrior says they're on Big Bad right now.
Okay. I somehow I must have missed them.
So yeah, to me, we talked about last week the fact that like with the Toy Biz, you had such a big Build-A-Figure piece, or you had the big stand that you got before the Build-A-Figures even happened. And now, we're getting figures that hardly have any kind of, you may get an extra head sculpt, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I think, what do we say? Most of the big Bring on the Bad Guys wave didn't have any kind of accessories with them.
No, I think they did. I mean, Red Skull had a lot. I think most of the figures had at least one accessory, besides like Lady Deathstrike, from what I can remember.
So this head sculpt right here is probably my favorite one with that mohawk. He looks more vampirish though than wolfish, I think.
Yeah.
And I like the bald one too. That's probably my second favorite.
Mm.
And that was probably pretty good too with the helmet. He got a lot of detail on his mouth there, like it's tearing away from his face.
Yeah. So basically, you're saying they're all really good head sculpts.
That's what it's looking like.
I'm thinking maybe I would like them more if I knew what I was looking at.
Exactly. Well, it's like Zack said. He looked at the Gargoyle Goliath and he's like, "Oh, I gotta have that."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you don't know anything about it. Why do you want it?
I mean, that's pretty much the same excuse for TMNT.
You said that. That's true, but you at least knew the video game.
At least I mean TMNT. I think most people would know what that is. So
yeah.
So here we go with the Batman 1/6 scale collectible. This is the Christian Bale from
Hot Toy.
Hot Toys. I can't remember which Batman this is based off of though.
Like Returns.
So the second one.
Is that the Dark Knight Return?
Let's see.
Wasn't that the one that he flew in off the plane?
That's a good idea right there. Yeah, let's see what this is here. Batman Begins is what it says.
Batman Begins.
Yeah. But I like that. I like the fact that he's got that like flight suit there, like with the parachute or whatnot on there. Really, again, I say this every single week whenever I show a Hot Toys, but that face sculpt is amazing.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about the costume. I don't know. I mean, if you're going to get a Batman figure, I don't know if that's what I would go with. But yeah, that head sculpt.
So that's just part of it. Here's the real one.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
So
there we go.
You get the cape and the cowl and everything too with the belt, but you also have the ability to do the
then yeah, never mind.
Hair jumping suit there too.
Scratch that. But yeah, I think that looks incredible. That is how every company needs to do stuff, is make their head sculpts look that good.
Well, you can do that when you have a $250 price point.
Yeah, exactly.
So like I'm completely with you. I can completely hear Christian Bale going, "I'm Batman," in this head sculpt. You got the little angry head sculpt there, the more relaxed, and then the complete Christian Bale. And I know his throat had to be hurting him after he filmed this stuff. Look, there he is right there. That's exactly where I can see him saying it.
That's the face, yeah.
That's it right there.
That's the Batman voice face.
Yeah.
Pickleton's asking, who is our favorite Batman actor? I think we've covered this before in a stream.
That was when we were doing our it wasn't a live stream. That's when we were doing our podcast instead. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a whole podcast on that.
Who's yours, Daniel?
Mine is still Ben Affleck.
Zach?
Same here, I would say.
Michael Keaton for me.
Yeah.
And I understand that totally.
Yeah. It could just be a nostalgic thing. I don't know. I'm big on nostalgia, but I thought Keaton killed it.
Mm-hmm.
So the cool thing about this, and I don't know, because you would normally see it on their design saying that you got the Batman and the Batmobile, but you have the Batmobile here sold separately, but it's still 1/6 scale. So that's going to be pretty massive, right?
If it's 1/6 scale, oh god, yeah. Good grief.
Keaton for the win. We got a bunch of Keatons in there, man.
We do have a lot of Keatons.
It's a good choice. That'd probably be my second choice.
Yeah, Keaton just keeps on coming.
Mm-hmm.
I like your light effects on here too. That's really cool.
That thing looks sweet right there. $1,200 probably. What is it?
They didn't show the price on it yet.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Look at those tires.
That's unreal.
Why can't we get stuff like this for a better price? You know what I'm saying?
Because it costs a lot.
Clooney, no, Pinkleton, no.
I mean, I got this for
Isn't
$200.
Clooney the nipple one? You got that for how much?
That's $200 right there. That is a massive Batwing from the 1989 Michael Keaton Batman.
Well, not only did you get it for $200, Legos are extremely expensive anyway.
They are ridiculously expensive, and you
like
know
those bricks are made out of gold for some reason.
Man, some of the things like some of the Star Wars ones they had in there, like $600 and $700.
That's
like,
crazy.
I was blown
There
away.
was no reason for that price at all.
I was blown away.
Crazy.
I guess you're paying for the engineers, right?
You're paying for a lot of engineering, yeah.
That's
I
a
mean,
good point.
You are. I'm gonna start that Batwing tomorrow, by the way. So maybe next week in the live stream we can do a little update at where I am.
Pinkleton says, "Just kidding. He's not going with nipple Clooney. He's going with Keaton."
Oof.
Hey, you going to do the assembly on the camera there, ManCave?
I was thinking of trying to work some kind of way to do like a time lapse.
Yeah.
Time lapse. Yeah. So I could set up my actual DSLR or whatever and just sit it there and just let it roll. If I work on it for an hour or two a day, just kind of let it keep rolling.
Mm-hmm.
So. Noni, there's probably not going to be a review of the assembly of the Batwing. However, what we will do is we'll do some type of video once it's done. And like I said, maybe I can do some kind of time lapse while I'm doing some of it and put that into the video, the completion video. But that thing does look amazing. I'm so happy about it.
All right, so jumping in. Sorry, guys, spoiler alert. My bad. We got these 3 leaked images of the Marvel Legends. Still don't know. Yeah, we do. I guess know the Build-A-Figure will be the Build-A-Wings for the Falcon. And he does have the stars and stripes on those wings, so it looks like he will be taking the mantle in the show properly.
Lots of spoilers there, huh?
Yeah, lots. You got your Baron Zemo there with both head sculpts, which is awesome. That face print from this blurry picture looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
The Winter Soldier looks a little skinny, but he looks good still. And then you got your U.S. agent. So this is the different costume that's part of this Disney Plus wave. And then today they revealed, and Zack put out a news video on it, they revealed this Walmart exclusive of John F. Walker as Captain America. And this package actually appears in the show, I'm assuming, where he's signing that action figure.
Either I don't know. It'd be crazy if they actually used the action figure in the show, but no. I mean, I'm assuming probably that this is based off of sort of what it looked like in there, but I don't know if it's going to be exactly how it looks, in the show. But it's still really cool they were able to do that and give us some unique packaging for that.
Yeah. Noni says you got Transformers down though, ManCave.
Say what?
You did one Transformer on screen for us, and now you got them down, huh?
Exactly. It's like I said, I did a couple transformations with a Transformer. Now I'm moving over to Lego engineering.
So I have to say, I was extremely confused with episode 2 of the Falcon Winter Soldier. I'm not going to go into too much of it, but I didn't realize that the Winter Soldier had as many powers as he does. He must have Super Soldier that I didn't realize he had in him.
I didn't realize that either. I thought I missed something or I fell asleep during some portion of the movie. So I'm glad I'm not the only guy that didn't realize the Winter Soldier could jump out of a, B-52 bomber at, 700 miles an hour, 200 feet in the air and live.
And have super speed.
So I'm assuming while he turned into the White Wolf in Wakanda, that not only did they replace his arm with some kind of vibranium arm, but they also gave him some kind of enhanced abilities there while he was there.
I don't think so.
But he keeps referring to the Super Soldier program and the Super Soldier serum as if he has the same thing Steve had.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand. Because I'm like you, maybe the Wakandans helped him out with something. But he's talking about it almost like he's had it.
Yeah. So is it possible that he got it with like Hydra or something, and we've just not really realized that he's been? I don't know. I mean, he did go against Winter Soldier. He went against Cap and everything, and was doing just fine. So I don't know. Has he had it? That's the thing. I thought they need to explain that more.
Yeah. If anybody in the comments has any explanation on that we're missing, drop a comment over there for us. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I ain't the only one on that.
Mm-hmm.
So, seeing U.S. Agent in the trailer, I was extremely disappointed. I was like, this guy looks horrible. But actually watching him in the episode, I feel better about him.
Yeah.
Completely. I kind of like him.
I do too. I think he is like definitely how I would want U.S. Agent to be.
So Noni says he was definitely strong the whole time Hydra did it to him.
Yeah.
It's just so weird, I don't know. I just didn't remember that.
Well, and then going and saying that, you're sitting there watching John Walker throw the shield like he's got superpowers. I don't know.
Let's not go there. Because I
kind of crazy
stuff about that.
What's that?
So I can talk a bunch of stuff about that. Let's not go there.
But this is good. This is a Walmart exclusive figure for the Legends. I'm assuming they said this one's going to be $24 or something like that.
For what?
This one $24 on this one?
No, I think it was
$22.99
something, $22.88, I think.
No bill.
Yeah, Walmart.
No, this is just one of those like anniversary type boxes, I guess.
I don't really know the whole deal with it, but yeah, it should be coming out in August, I believe.
So nice. You got the two different head sculpts. It looks like the actor to me.
Mm-hmm.
And this is technically the Captain America suit versus the U.S. Agent suit.
Yeah.
Hey, Noni, what was where did they show his strength in Winter Soldier Captain America? I'm not saying they didn't. I'm just trying to remind myself of when. What's up, Jersey Geek? I'm trying to remind myself of when he did. Because I know the arm is strong. So I know he can punch through walls. The arm has additional strength. But I think what's confusing us is the whole gamut of abilities that he has now. The arm doesn't, that I'm aware of, what has never made him able to jump out of a moving plane, land on his back, and be okay.
Yeah, so like I was assuming he was going to grab the tree with his arm or something instead of landing completely on his back.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe
I don't even think Captain America could have done that.
Maybe Noni can remind us of something that we're not remembering, but.
Well, Noni said, didn't he run as fast as the car in Winter Soldier?
I remember Black Panther running as fast as the car. I don't remember him doing it, though. I don't know. Hey, Jersey Geek, what's up, bud?
Sorry.
Hey, just a little shout out here. Our buddy here, Jersey Geek, he does have a YouTube channel as well. So if anybody here in the chat has not checked this channel out, check it out. He does some toy hunts and things like that, toy haul stuff. He's kind of getting into some new stuff, I think, on his channel. So definitely check out the Jersey Geek.
Jacob, the fact that they gave us a crease entry in the first place at all for a Build-A-Figure, I'm not seeing that they'll do it again because it was a random one at the time they did it anyway, and they pretty much just reused some of the sculpt of some legs there, didn't they?
They might have. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I don't know. It might have been new.
So we talked about Evil Ryu last week a little bit with that one picture. So here's all the nice images that they do of these for the Street Fighter 4 here.
Yeah, I don't really want that figure, but I think that looks really good with those flame effects on them.
There he is from the back too. You see where I guess something went through the front and blew out the back, maybe.
Yeah, looks like somebody through his chest.
Is it supposed to be flame effects? Because I don't know. It doesn't really look like flames to me. Looks more like magical effects. I don't know.
I think it is flame. I think it is flame effect.
It just doesn't really scream fire to me.
Yeah.
You got some big old feet, man.
Yeah, that's kind of a Storm collectible thing, really, especially in the Street Fighter stuff. But it looks good though. I mean, it's kind of really it's reminiscent of the game. You know, the video game. They kind of had feet like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But it helps them. They stand really, really nice.
Oh, I bet they do. Yeah.
Like these Storm collectible figures, man. I could rattle this shelf and they don't fall over. It's so nice.
All right. Dirty is saying he kind of looks like Guts. I don't know Guts. What do you know about that, Man Cave?
Is that from Berserk? I think that's I'm thinking Guts from Berserk is who he's talking about. Yeah, I could see that a little bit.
I don't know. Are they doing any new games with that franchise at all, Man Cave?
Street Fighter?
Yeah. If they do good with Mortal Kombat, I bet they can do something with the movie for Street Fighter too.
Yeah, I mean they come out with a new one. Mortal Kombat's probably a little more consistent. Mortal Kombat's like Mortal Kombat 11 right now, but
yeah,
they come out with one every couple years, I guess. Yeah, he's talking about Berserk. That's what I was thinking.
So Jacob, I'd love to see the UFOs one day too. I think that'd be awesome. See a box set in them or something.
Yeah, I was about to talk about that, but yeah, UFOs, more Hulk villains. I'll take it completely.
There we go. So last week we showed off some very blurry images for this Walmart exclusive Cyborg. They're calling it Cyborg with face shield instead of helmeted.
Mm-hmm.
But here's some clearer images that we got this week. So
yeah.
And so we talked about it a lot last week too, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. But again, we'll talk about McFarlane, the fact that he's just doing a re-release with a different head, which he could have put in the same box. And again, here's another one of those with the Shriek unmasked. Within the same week, you got two Shrieks showing off, one with his face and one with the helmet over it.
And I think this is definitely worth talking about because if any of y'all pre-ordered the $20 Shriek, that was, didn't have a Build-A-Figure piece. Originally, they showed an image of that that would look like the normal Shriek. So if you ordered that and that was a $20 one, then this is the Shriek that you ordered. So if you need to, I don't know if they're showing for pre-order anymore, but then if you want the normal Shriek, then you might need to cancel this and order the one with the Build-A-Figure instead. So I wanted to let you guys know about that so you can be aware of that.
So the Cyborg was a Walmart exclusive. This, I'm assuming both are Target exclusives, right?
I'm actually not sure about this one.
Because they were both on the Target website, but...
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think, I don't know. I feel like it was, but I'm not completely sure.
I haven't heard them say anything about the prices going up on the DC Multiverse stuff. Man, I'm going to talk about the Suicide Squad in a minute, too. That stuff looked amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvester Stallone.
He had a scene in it. I missed it.
No, he's Shark.
Oh, he is Shark?
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is. That's right. I forgot about
he's
that.
Ripping dudes in half and eating them. And golly, my daughter's like, God, I can't wait to see it. I seen that trailer. I was like, you ain't seeing it.
Yeah.
We'll go see that when you graduate high school. We'll go watch that together.
So what y'all think about this Blitzway announcement? Blitzway was the one that showed off that Inspector Gadget figures a while back that we liked.
My wife is so bad.
She wants one of these?
She wants one, yeah.
So is she going to go deluxe with it and get all the accessories, or just go basic with it?
I'll probably go basic and get her the basic figure, but she was telling me she had some good memories with her grandmother doing the Where's Waldo books.
Oh my gosh!
So I think this will have a niche group. I don't think it's going to be for everybody, but I think it's cool.
All right, so I have to say this before we go any further with Waldo. Before they announced this right here, I was actually in the thought process of doing a Where's Waldo-esque room tour video. All right. And having guys actually throw in the comments when they find the figure that I'm putting up on the video. And then all of a sudden they do this right here. So it kind of lets me know, should I go ahead and run with that then if that's this shows up out of the blue like this? I don't know. What y'all think about that? Just like doing a room tour real quick and say, hey, you got first to find this wins, right?
So you can put this figure in your collection?
No.
Oh.
I was going to just make them find whatever Build-A-Figure I was looking for or something.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, now that they got a Waldo, I was thinking about it. I'll just borrow yours.
$60, yeah.
So you got the 1/12 scale here. This is the deluxe version. You do have a basic that doesn't have all these accessories with it. And then you also have this 1/6 scale that's got the soft goods on it for like $189 for him.
Oh, nice. So it comes with books, and it's like a little dio.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. Nani said outside of America, they call him Wally, not Waldo.
Yeah, there was a when this like look right there on the book.
Yeah,
Where's
on
Wally?
the book it says Wally.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they all say Wally. But on the on their website or on Big Bad's website, it says Waldo.
Yeah.
Interesting. He said, Lacka says that for that price, I don't think I'm going to be finding Waldo.
Yeah.
So what you guys think about these Cos babies? Y'all think these are kind of cool?
Nope.
You don't like them at all?
I mean, I don't care for them, but like, I mean, they look good for, I guess, what they are. Sort of.
So to me, I like this a lot better than the Funko Pops.
These are done by Hot Toys?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff out there for these Cos babies.
Interesting.
Jacob's over here asking if we think we'll see a Surtur, Frost Giant, Ymir, or a Mangog.
Man, I would love to see every one of those.
Yeah, but I don't think any of them are really going to be happening. Or, well, I shouldn't say, well, I don't know. Because, I don't know how they really do with Thor characters in general. We don't usually get that many of them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'd love that.
Maybe with the Thor 3 movie, we might get some good. No, this is Thor 4, isn't it? Thor 4 movie.
Fourth one. But I think they have a lot to handle with that, too, because I know there's going to be a lot of characters in that film.
Nani, you talking about the Cos babies? How much do they cost? So this is the 5 points for Mezco, and I showed one of these off one time. Nani, I'm not sure of the price on them, buddy. It didn't show up on it for me. So they had an exclusive Popeye that came during the Mezco Toys Fair with that big box they got, but this is the actual box set with all four of these characters: Olive Oil, Popeye, Bluto, and can't remember the chef's name. But this is pretty cool. What I don't like about this is that they don't really show you what they look like in the box. They show you what the box is. That it's this cafe look that you can do on one side. And then that you can, I don't have it here, I don't think, but you can look at the back side. Looks like a street scene. But I like these 5 points. I think we talked about this before, that these look a lot better, in my opinion, the Mezco 5 points than the Super 7s do.
For sure. Yeah. It's a cool 4-pack.
Yeah. What you playing with, ManCave?
Super 7 Shredder.
Which we still don't have.
I actually have two of them.
What?
Yeah, I've got two of them.
How did you do that?
Well, my original one had you can see can you see how his claw is like just bent off to the side? I tried everything I could to straighten it, couldn't get it to really straighten, and contacted BBTS, and they took care of me.
Damien, that is not Mr. Wimpy. I was actually shocked that that's not the guy's name. I'll find it here in a second. But no, that was not Mr. Wimpy on that Popeye.
He was that guy. He was a judge.
This guy's name is Roughhouse.
Oh, he looks like the judge in the original cartoon.
Judge?
Yeah, I went back and watched like the 1936 Popeye cartoons here not too long ago, and
yeah, Wimpy is the guy that eats all the hot hamburgers. This is the actual chef.
Oh yeah, he's actually got a chef hat on, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot,
Ollie's.
arcade one-ups for $129.
Wow. What do those things cost?
400.
Whew.
$399 for most of them.
All right, then we got your SH Monster Arts. And does this mean they're taking the license that NECA had for Godzilla?
No. They've been doing them for years and years and years. It's a whole different price point. You're looking at about a $75 to $100 figure here, where NECA was $24. So
it's nice. Looks really good though.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, please give us some Thundercats movie. That would be amazing.
That would be amazing. I really think that people in Hollywood, I think they're starting to figure out that the generation from the 80s and 90s now has the money. You know, we have the money to go and watch movies and buy toys and watch, TV series, and we're into the technology to be able to find it all. I mean, I think they're starting to figure out, like, we're the core group right now that's willing to go and spend money on these things,
Yeah.
For the longest time, it's like they wanted to avoid anything that was in the 80s and 90s. It's just like, we don't care about that stuff. That's all kids' cartoons. But I think they're starting to figure out, like, we're still kids, even though we're now, we're adults and we have our own kids. We're the generation that didn't really completely grow up,
Yeah, Lacka, we still need the He-Man, and it's supposedly in production. I don't know if that's ever going to happen or not.
What are you hoping for next couple waves of NECA cartoon TMNT?
After what they already have announced, I don't know, man. I'm good with what we have, so everything else is we're going to get is just a bonus.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see, like Dirtbag.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I made a little list actually of like what my top 5 was. I was going to post it on Instagram. Ray Fillet, Usagi Yojimbo.
Yeah, but Ray Fillet, if you did that in cartoon version, it's not going to look as good.
No, it'd look a little different. Ground Chuck. I'd love to see Ground Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
But again, those were more popular. What that was my Super 7 wish list.
Yeah.
I want Super 7 to do. So they would do Ray Fillet, Ground Chuck. They would look similar to, to the toys, the old toys.
So, ManCave, with the third-party Transformers, do you remember anything with New Age?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's Legend Scale Transformers. Is that the new Bumblebee?
So this is New Age. They're calling it Herbie H25.
I like that.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So he's got a jetpack as well. You can fly through the air with him. And then, I don't have him in car mode. I guess I had him in car mode in the first one.
Yeah.
Looks good there. Got the windshield wipers on it too.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the same time, you got the H26, which is the cliff jumper. And check out those skis that they can stick on the tires, man. That's awesome.
That is cool. Third-party Legends right now are very hot. That's a big market right now in the Transformers world. I think a lot of the masterpiece scale, they're starting to price people out, with especially Hasbro Takara. They're putting out, $400 masterpiece figures. Like people don't want to pay that.
So look at that bazooka he's got coming with him as well.
Awesome.
So, I talked about this in another video. I'm not sure what it was, but we were talking about the fact of all those really rare, obscure turtles that they did. After waves 1, 2, and 3, they started going with the crazy stuff like the basketball, or the sports teams, or whatever. I don't know what I feel about that, but about any of them going that detailed or that kind of obscurity.
I don't see Super 7 going that route anytime soon.
Oh, I hope not. I don't think that's their intention.
Yeah, I don't either. I think they're going to stick to the the action figures that we loved.
Mm-hmm.
So here's one of the Sentinel Deadpool here.
Mm-hmm.
That was revealed this week, a little teaser of it.
Yeah, you're right, Laka. You're exactly right. That's when they announced that Optimus Prime, that was around, or when that guy come out, that's around the time I sold my MP collection because I was just like, man, I can't buy a new MP figure for $500 every month.
No, that's why you got rid of it all. But man, those things were nice.
Yeah, I can buy a lot of Super 7 figures for $500.
All right, so the UK did a exclusive release of a ring for AEW with a Cody Rhodes figure in it.
Uh-huh.
So that's pretty cool that you got another ring. Now, you've seen the rings out there like crazy.
Yeah, rings everywhere.
So this is the second ring, and then there's a third ring. There's another ring that was a ringside collectibles exclusive with the Kenny Omega in it. So that's 3 rings now that we got. So this is the reveal of Series 6 of the AEWs. I got a video on this out there. But the first time we've seen Jake Hager and, I'm probably going to butcher her name, but Hikaru Shida. And then the other ones have had multiple figures already of the Chris Jericho, MJF, Ray Phoenix, and Penta Zero M. So I love that they show off these black and white prototype images of these guys like they do. But we talked about this, they definitely need to kind of get away from some of the ones that we've already gotten multiples of and get into some of the guys we hadn't seen yet. I don't know much about Fortnite, but this was the armor figure, that the first Hasbro figure that they're doing for 6-inch Fortnite stuff. Got that umbrella that it comes with. You know much about that, ManCave?
Yeah, I mean, that's his glider. That's what he comes in off the bus. That's one of them. You can choose different gliders, but
so is it a weapon as well?
No, the glider is just to glide in. Just to glide in.
So to me, this kind of seems odd with the fact that a lot of the Fortnite stuff that we've seen in the other like Jazzware stuff and even McFarlane stuff had all kinds of weapons in it, and with this, you're just getting one umbrella.
I would imagine there's got to be weapons. I'm thinking this is not a complete package yet.
I wouldn't think so, but I feel like they already are taking pre-orders for it, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, but I don't think it's supposed to come out until beginning of next year.
And that's the crazy thing is this guy right here is $40 as well.
Yeah.
And the Snake Eyes was $40, and he had all kinds of accessories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I don't think so. I'm thinking there's more coming with this right here.
I would hope so.
At least a gun or two.
So it looks good. I saw one commercial for this, and he looks just like what was in the game. So that I saw, or the commercial that I saw. I don't know much about the game itself. So I reordered my slides, guys, and I meant to have this one way back when. Sorry, I spoiled something earlier. But we got a little spoiler here for Marvel Select, showing off the fact that we got the red, white, and blue wings for Falcon in this Marvel Select figure. And you're also getting a Winter Soldier. And to me, this is not going to be the Winter Soldier we're having in the movie, but...
Oh, this is supposed to be the comic one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a comic version of Winter Soldier, but a movie-accurate version of the Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
That Winter Soldier right there looks good.
It does. It really does. And I like that base he comes with, too, blown-out window and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Got that nice gun. He's got the Hydra book, I guess, right there, maybe, or something. But there's your Falcon. Looks really good. Like the Anthony Mackie look to him from a distance.
Oh, yeah.
So, and there it is from the back.
And that is probably what we're going to see in Legends, too, pretty much.
Yep. So. And there's them in package. It looks like they're big Disney Store exclusives. And they're actually calling him Captain America here, and not just Falcon. What is he saying?
If you ever choose only 3, which one you want the most, you can pick. Pick 2, Destroyer or Super Adaptoid or the Mandarin.
So I'm definitely Destroyer and Super Adaptoid.
I would say Super Adaptoid is my first choice. Then, yeah, there's Destroyers after that. But we definitely need a Mandarin, too. Yeah. I mean, I think out of all those, the one we need the most is Mandarin. But
Yeah.
I would.
You are saying comic book accurate Mandarin. Right?
Totally. Yeah. I don't want.
Yeah.
That would be my choice as well.
Mm-hmm.
But Super Adaptable looks amazing.
Oh yeah.
So that would be awesome. Galvatron. Did I show him last week a little bit? There's some more teases of him.
Yeah.
But he's got that damage on his torso there. Does that bother you any?
Nah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Because it's really not overdone like some of the Siege ones were.
Yeah.
It's very minimal, and I don't mind discreet, damage on the Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
You would imagine going through what all they go through, none of them would have a clean paint job. But,
Yeah.
Well, but you got to think about this. They redesigned themselves if it was anything like the Michael Bay movie. Whenever Bumblebee drove by somebody, he scanned him, and then he just turned himself in, from this beat up Camaro to this newer one.
Yeah.
Leica, where are you from? But yeah, I love this Galvatron. It's there he is from the back. Got those treads on the back of his arms there. That cannon looks amazing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That looks really good. Excited about this one.
And then we're going to show off they got all kinds of images of this guy. There's more images of this guy than there was anything else this week. There's this little, would you consider this a tank or like a cannon?
It's kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like a cannon, but then the treads, I don't know.
A moving cannon.
Yeah, this is going to be big right here. I like this. What is this compared to right here? Do you know what this one is, ManCave?
I don't know. Is that that must be is that the last Galvatron, I guess? Is that what that is? I recognize that gun for some reason, that big bulky orange gun. I don't know.
But that looks horrible compared to the more translucent one.
Oh yeah.
Yes, like a turret cannon type thing.
Full power of the primes. So that was like before Siege and all that stuff.
Now I will say this though, I'm not seeing it on the new one, but like on the original, you got the Decepticon logo. Oh, there it is, right there on the bottom.
Yeah.
So in this one, you got the Decepticon logo on the bottom, whereas the original you had on the top.
Yeah.
And here's your size comparison. What do you think about that?
Yeah. It kind of looks a little over bulky, but I mean, I like that he's big, but he's I don't know. It kind of looks like a fullback.
There he is compared to Rodimus.
Yeah.
He's a little big for me, but
he's wide. He's very wide.
So anyway, that's all those images. And then you got your Hot Toys Winter Soldier figure. Last week we showed that they had a 2-pack with Falcon and him. Here he is individually in a different costume. Got that nice Wakandan looking arm there with the vibranium. I love that face sculpt, but it's not perfect.
I agree. Yeah. It doesn't. It obviously you can tell.
I can tell it's Sebastian, but it's still not perfectly Sebastian.
Yeah.
But I like that leather jacket he's got on. He ripped the arm sleeve off of it in the show there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have your Mezco 3-pack for this steel box with the Flash, Batman, and Silver and Black Superman. And I think we talked about this, ManCave, that I hated this face sculpt right here for Ben Affleck.
Oh yeah, yeah. It don't look like him. People are struggling, man. They're struggling to get some of these actors face sculpts. I hate, you have to say it. The $20 Hasbro Marvel Legends face sculpts are some of the better ones out there.
I guess they're not selling their technology to everybody.
I don't know.
I mean, they're spot on.
Yeah, I mean,
they always say spot on. I mean, they have They have the hit and misses.
They're not always there, but they've come a long ways in the last couple of years.
I mean, especially $20 price point.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
You can't ask for anything better than that when it comes.
I mean, you're paying $100 for these figures.
Yeah, exactly.
And they can't get it right. In fact, some of them can't even get it close. You look at it and you're like, that. I would never even guess that's the actor.
No,
and that's concerning me because I just read that McFarlane is going to be doing a 6-inch line for the '66 Batman show.
All that.
Yeah.
All that.
So
Batmobile.
Including Batmobile. So that concerns me. How's he going to get the face printing technology on that?
Yep.
Or he needs to get face printing technology, I should say.
Yeah, but he hasn't so far from what I wouldn't say his technology's doing anything, or he doesn't have any technology for it.
Mm-mm. Maybe he's watching our videos and hearing complaints and he'll do something about it.
I don't know. We'll see.
And Superman comes with the mother box here.
Mm-hmm. Which makes me think, are we going to get more figures down the road that has the other two mother boxes? You know?
I don't see why you wouldn't get the Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Aquaman,
mm-hmm.
and even Steppenwolf and Darkseid.
Yeah.
The Bogglings, yeah, they're out there again.
They are.
ManCave put a little ad out there for that too. I
pre-ordered them today.
Did you really?
I did.
So, what are the Bogglings? I'm not aware of that.
So it was actually a guy who worked for Jim Henson. He worked on like Dark Crystal and some of those old Jim Henson films. And they spun off, like him and his wife spun off and created the Bogglings, like back in the late 80s. And they kind of took off and they were popular. They're, the little puppets basically that have almost like a silicone type feel to them. The texture of them is very strange. And it doesn't age super well because of the texture and what they're made out of. So, but they made them. Now they're going for $250, $300 a piece. These
originals.
These originals in box like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they've been really hot the last 6 months.
So, are these still puppets?
From what I understand, they went out and did a Kickstarter on these, and they funded it like in the first day. I mean, it was so quick. And these are puppets. These are basically just a remake of the original stuff. They even come, the box there is even identical to the original box that they came in. So if you go back and watch my toy hunt from 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went to a new store called Red Genesis over in Gastonia, and he had the original 3 in box in his store.
Wow.
In very good condition. And I mean, they're really hot right now. So did anybody in the comments pre-order these? I'm interested to know. Do we have anybody in the comments that pre-ordered 1 or 3 of these Bogglings?
All right. So this is a third-party distributor, I'm assuming from Mexico, called Flashpoint.
Huh.
And they put out what they call a Visus figure for WandaVision, or a Vision figure here. They called it Visus.
So it's a third party.
Third party. So I'm assuming because of the fact that they had to change his name up.
Wow, that's interesting. I ain't seen a lot of this. I know it's been happening, but.
So there's a standard release that just comes with this suit here. And I'd love to see and this sounds really weird, but I'd love to see what he has on under this suit to see if he actually has the standard Vision costume under as well. But they don't show that off here.
I would bet not.
Yeah.
So this is the standard release with just the suit. And then you get the deluxe edition that has the suit along with having the Halloween costume and the babies and the dead head.
Pretty crazy.
Like I said, just his birthday suit.
This is birthday suit. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, I love this head sculpt right here. So that would definitely make it worth getting the deluxe. Don't care about the babies too much. But the Halloween costume also is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to get those in Legends for him too.
Oh, so totally, yeah. So Damien says he got one at least. I like the pumpkin face one of the Bogglings.
Yeah. I mean, for $40, why not? You know,
Ooh,
it's
$40 to me is high, man. What you talking about?
It's a huge piece of history. And they'll probably be going for stupid money, honestly. They probably legit, like the Plunderlings and those crazy things like that, they'll be going for crazy money. What is this thing?
That's your next purchase, right?
I stopped purchasing those.
Modern Icons helmet, and it's got the light up effects in the eyes for Prime.
So it's not Hasbro.
Nope.
I mean, it looks good. Looks really good.
Got that nice beat up on the like weathered look on the face mask there.
Mm-hmm. It's very G1.
There's the inside of the helmet. It's actually got a Autobot emblem on the inside there. Back of the helmet. There's your little write-up coming out for $130 as a GameStop exclusive.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's back. That's good, Lacka.
I
That's
wonder,
good.
would those work? He was going into
Yeah, imagine.
you know?
All right, so I feel bad to say this, but somebody this morning or somebody the other day in church had on one of those little plastic masks that literally hangs out over your face and it kind of hooks to your nose.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, that doesn't work. They said, oh, no, this is doctor approved. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Suicide Squad. Trailer was amazing, guys. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Zach watched it the first time, came walking in. He watched it on his phone, came walking in. He's like, God, that movie looks like it's going to be bad. I said, really? So we pulled it up on the bigger screen and watched it together. He's like, never mind. It looks a lot better on the big screen.
Yeah. I don't know.
So we're getting a King Shark Mega Fig.
Mega gold label. So Walmart exclusive.
So we are getting King Shark as the Build-A-Figure, right? And then we're also, I think that's what I heard.
Okay.
Maybe King Shark as a Build-A-Figure, and then also another King Shark as a gold label.
Interesting.
So they call Build-A-Figures Mega Figs? Is that what they're doing?
No,
Yeah,
that's two different things. Mega Fig is like what they did with the Dark Side and the Steppenwolfs.
Okay. So we're going to get a Build-A-Figure and a Mega Fig.
Where did you hear that? I haven't heard that.
I don't remember where I heard that. I feel like I heard that somewhere today.
So to me, King Shark was the standout in the trailer.
Yes, I agree.
Even though he's got this kind of weird, chubby, goofy looking look to him, I like it. It's different, and I do like it.
He seems dumb. Like
Yes.
they're portraying him like he's kind of dumb.
Extremely.
I feel like that was my first thing, like watching the trailer the first time, is I don't think that I took King Shark being dumb and looking the way he did as well, you know?
Or being rocky.
Watching it again, I sort of had more of an appreciation for it. But it's just not really how I picture King Shark.
So what do we think about the fact that this team is so huge, right? But yet we're only getting 4 figures, 5 if you count the King Shark, but 4 figures out of the group here, and then you're getting unmasked versions of the Bloodsport and the Peacemaker. So
sounds like they're going to do multiple waves.
you think so? If it goes well, maybe.
Yeah. You know Todd.
I don't know.
Todd will milk and draw this out as long as he can.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably get, 7 different Bloodsport figures. I mean,
Noni, you're probably right. Probably everybody else is probably going to die.
Yeah.
But you got big names there too as actors, so
yeah.
Can't think of them right offhand. Nathan Filamy, what's his name? He's one of them.
John Cena.
And yes, X Ryan Starro stood out. Oh my gosh, I was like, what the heck? We're getting a Starro in this movie?
Yeah, that was
gonna be a crazy film.
That was crazy.
But I think we've known we're getting the Starro is going to be the villain for a while.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Do you think we'll get a Starro in McFarlane, DC Multiverse? I don't think so, but
oh man, If he's smart, he will. I mean, just do it like forget mega, but we'll go extreme mega or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
That was so funny. Hand. Yes, that's your hand.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's jump out of here and go into our subject matter of the day and talk about, first off, this is a reveal this week, so we're still on our subject of reveals, but we got our Gargoyles NECA Goliath figure. Now, the only complaint that I have heard about this is that people are hoping that he comes with folded up wings as well.
Well,
instead of having the, I think, 11-inch wingspan on this thing.
NECA said those wings are articulated, so I'm assuming they'll fold up some.
But I don't know if they'll look.
Or wrap around them. You know,
that would be amazing if they wrapped around him, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's just no real good pictures to really be able to fully make that decision.
I'm not seeing that happening. I mean, yeah, they have articulation. They'll be able to move. I just don't see it, where it's probably going to be able to close up around them.
I mean, look right there. There's zero articulation there.
Yeah, but you never know, too, like what's like a pre-production sample that, think about the Spawn Kickstarter. That thing was just a statue that they showed all the way up until production.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I mean, it could be that there's more articulation once it actually comes out. I don't know.
Yeah, these will be. I wonder if they're going to try to do Target exclusive again, or if they're going to be everywhere.
No, these are everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, since they're already up on Big Bad Toy Store and all the different places, I think they'll be all over the place.
Yeah, they confirmed it would be everywhere. But yeah, do you think we're going to have paint issues with these? Like a lot of other NECA figures.
So we kind of talked about that earlier, but I hope not. I hope they fix that by now.
I am also going to say yes, because to me this looks like that type of paint.
It does. I'm with you, man.
Yeah,
it looks like the type of paint that we would have paint issues with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like you see the NECA movie TMNT stuff, and that paint looks completely different.
Yeah,
in the cartoon line. To me, that looks like the cartoon line paint.
When we see that flat looking paint, it's like it has a flat look to it, kind of like the Krang, like the NECA Krang figure.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to have it. It's going to have the issues, but I don't care. Give it to me. I got 2 of them on pre-order, so let's go.
Yeah.
One
so you going to channel giveaway or something? What you doing there?
I don't know, man. We're going to do one in package, one out for sure.
Oh, okay.
This is one of my favorite.
Now, something I love is the fact that the way that they did this face sculpt on here, and that's not something I've seen NECA do, is actually just do a face plate swap off instead of the entire head sculpt. Have you seen that before?
Well, they're kind of getting into some weird stuff, not weird stuff, good stuff with the heads, like in the turtle stuff now. Like we saw it with the quarter scale turtles. Mm-hmm. We're going to see it in the 4-pack, the disguised turtles. So yeah, they're getting creative with their heads, with the head options, which I like. I love a faceplate swap out. I got no issue with that.
Guys, look at those claws. Those
looks
hands
amazing.
And claws look amazing. That belt looks amazing.
It does.
You get that leather look on the wings. Looks really good.
Is that soft goods or plastic for his little belt, for his little loin?
That's plastic.
I'm gonna say definitely softer plastic.
Yeah.
But $30 for him, that is such a good price. That is insane.
Hey, Noni. So I'm with Noni on that. And I had that same thought that this looks a little more movie-ish versus cartoonish. Like if I picture like Goliath in a movie, this is what I think he would look like in a movie. The cartoon, he's not quite as ripped as what we see here. That's some of the difference. His face is not quite as rigid as we see here. So they didn't go exactly comic book accurate, but man, they made this thing is just amazing. It's unreal.
Yeah.
So if you haven't done any kind of gargoyles, you probably should go out there on Disney Plus and take a look at it, man. It's a really good show.
Man, Noni's got another good point. That really, I think he's right. I think Noni's right. That is the
no, not quite.
I doubt it.
You don't think so?
Maybe Toka's.
No,
I
it
don't know
ain't.
if they would have that much
Dude,
detail.
Toka's only got 4 fingers.
It ain't Toka's. I think it's Razor.
No, it's not.
To me, if they gave it that much detail on a hand, that would just break up the look of it. But yeah, I wouldn't go as far as saying this is movie-like, but not exactly to the cartoon. But I like this more because I feel like if it was too cartoony, I wouldn't really like it as much.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so help me out, ManCave. What's up with the pepper?
I don't know what I don't know. I don't know. Somebody else have to help us out with that. I don't know what the pepper is. The
We
little
got the book,
pepper.
the pepper, and the face sculpt there that we're getting.
Mm-hmm.
The book, I'm guessing, is like the book of spells, like the book that they use to like turn them all into stone for 1,000 years. But
So I do see articulation up there in the claw. You see that little hinge right there?
yeah,
So I do see that at least.
NECA tweeted it was fully articulated wings. So they didn't go into detail what that meant. They just said they were fully articulated. It's a jalapeno.
So what does that do? Is that something they like to eat there? They like jalapenos?
And I love how he's standing there, how he's like got his knees crouched and
That's nice. Yeah, you got the tail coming out there too.
showing some balance. And the tail may be helping to balance some. But
So it's not a spell book. It's because he likes to read.
oh, it's not a spell book. I just remember the spell book that they had in the first couple episodes.
Oh, disregard what I just said about Toka. This guy's got 4 fingers as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that is. I'm pretty sure that is the Razor hands.
Am I saying it wrong? Which one's the turtle?
The turtle is Toka.
So this is Toka's hands.
You think?
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at Razor. Razor's fingers are have more of a the nails are coming out of the fingers more than being on top of the fingers.
I don't know. Toka's hands don't look like that. They look kind of weird.
Yeah.
Or it could just be one.
New sculpt,
Could just be a
definitely.
new sculpt. Yeah, it could just be something totally new.
All right, so we have the tweet here. Is this tweet, ManCave?
Yeah.
From NECA themselves. The response to the Gargoyles and Goliath is nothing short, because he's supposed to say short instead of sort, of phenomenal. Thank you. Want to confirm the following. This is a full line. We have 5 more figures completed and more in development. If you aren't familiar with the show, go check it out on Disney+. So with the fact that I have 5 figures completed, I figured we'd go into talking about what we had in the vintage line and what we could expect possibly to see from the 5 they have planned and whatever else they have in development, and see what you guys think of some of these designs for the from the cartoon-based villains and whatnot. So let me start off with. Can I do it here?
Hey, Jacob, while you're doing that, Jacob, the Tatsu. So NECA has responded to the Tatsu question many times. They have reached out to him and his family and his friends and everybody in the world to try to get likeness rights from him. And from what NECA has said out on Twitter and places is that there's been no response from him, his family, anybody. So it doesn't appear he has any interest in having a figure done of himself. So that one appears to be dead in the water for now.
All right, so let's watch this quick intro here from the show just to start us off.
Oh, copyright.
Let's hope not. So, you know, something that I'd love to see them do is the actual light up eyes as well. And how about stone versions of them? Could we see stone versions of them as well? Kind of like a statue that they can do as well, maybe? And then, you know, of course, you can articulate to kind of pose them however you want to. Got them wings, but he's climbing the building with his claws. Saving the maiden. Gargoyles.
So just so you know, gargoyles can't fly; they glide.
Really?
Yeah.
He glided off a long way from the castle.
Yes, he can glide away from the castle, but he cannot fly back up.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
They'll explain that in the show to you.
So let me also show a little clip from ManCave's find the other day.
Here's the gargoyles. That's going to be a big one coming up here very soon. There's Lexington on card. That might be one I need. There's Demona. Quick Strike Goliath. There's Broadway. There's Bronx. So they got all the ones I want with the exception of the Goliath that I want. That's I love Broadway. I have to look at those. I don't know if they have prices on them. Yeah, $60 for Broadway there.
$60. That's crazy, man.
It's went up a lot.
But they're on card, and they look nice. They look like they had a good shell on them, too.
That's another copyright strike for you there, too.
You think so?
Yeah.
You gonna tell somebody about it? Man.
Yeah, I would. Those figures have went up just in the last little bit.
So I'll do another video later on showing the prices on eBay that they've been going for here, maybe.
Oh, that'd be cool. That would be cool.
Should do a whole wave redoing Gargoyles wave redeem. I don't know what that is. Who would have thought Demona would be a villain? Exactly. I was asking that earlier because it's showing her as like the #1 villain in the show. Yeah, Jersey. I hope I'm not breaking the law. We'll see. This might get pulled from YouTube tonight. We'll see.
Oh, gosh.
All right, so here is a little write-up. Gargoyles frozen in stone by day, flesh and blood winged warriors by night. Awaking after 1,000 years, a band of powerful gargoyles find themselves transported to a time and place not their own, New York City. Here, the misunderstood creatures battle modern-day barbarians and struggle to understand their strange new world. Gargoyles, the legend begins. So they had 2 series that came out, vehicles, a playset, and some deluxe figures as well we're going to kind of talk about here.
Locka, there were 3 seasons of it.
Yeah, first and the last season had 13 episodes each, and the middle season had 52, so 1 per week. Hey, ManCave, I did not find any regular Goliath figure. Every Goliath figure that I saw had some kind of a alternate name to them.
So the best one is the stone version. He has pieces that you click on him, and it makes it look like he's stone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you remove those, that's the most comic accurate version that they made.
Yeah.
That's the one I had growing up. The one to his left is the first one they put out. That was the original release, but it looks terrible. It's like called the Quick Strike or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks really dumb. But if you remove the stone from him, it's very, very cartoon accurate.
So yeah, I think they're definitely going to have to redo the entire wave, and so we'll get the basic figures. Like what do we got? We got Hudson here. What did we say his name was?
Which one?
The bigger
Broadway.
one. Broadway, Goliath, Bronx is the dog.
Yep.
You got the Brooklyn, and then back here you got your Lexington, and then Demona. And then your villains. It's interesting. I got him back there with the villains, but your villains, you got your Xanos.
Yep.
Your Steel Clan. Yep. And then I have to get to these others. I can't remember their names right offhand. So there's your basic 5 without the dog Bronx. So do we think that they're going to go ahead and go all out and give us the basic first? Because to me, that would kind of stop the wave, stop people's interest in it if they did that. What do you think, ManCave?
You know, in my opinion, I think when you do something like this and you go out on a niche, kind of a niche cartoon like this, I think you got to make your money up front. And, you know, I think their best bet is to hit the main 5, see if it kind of excites people about the license. And then you start doing the Steel Clans and the Xenos and, you know, you branch out the Demona. I mean, you can do all those in a second wave. You know, you can put out 5 or 6 figures because it's so available being it's on Disney Plus. I mean, that had to all be coordinated, in my opinion. As all this happened, it had to be coordinated that they gave a license out, put the cartoon back on Disney Plus. So they're trying to pump this up, I think. And, you know, people are going to go start watching the cartoon just like Zack has. I'm going to go back and watch it. I watched the first 4 episodes when it first hit Disney Plus, and that was before this figure was ever announced.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back now. I'm going to go back and start and just continue watching it. Because as a kid, I don't know about you guys, but as a kid, I never saw all the episodes of anything. You know, it's like, you know, you'd catch an episode, then it might be 3 episodes later before you catch the next one, and then they play them in syndication. And you might watch episode 6 one week and episode 13 the next week. So you know, so it's cool that we can now go back and actually watch this stuff in order and
right.
You know, catch it all.
So how does it make you feel that the gargoyles that ended up surviving the battle in episode 1 there were kind of the losers? You know what I'm saying? They were the troublemakers instead of actually being the warriors.
I think it was probably you know, purposefully done that way.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I guess it gave us some better elements and whatnot.
Yeah. Kind of the Bad News Bears version of, you know, I mean, you got Bronx and you got Goliath.
Yeah.
And Hudson too, you know, but like you said, you know, you got the Runt, you know, you got Broadway, who's kind of scaredy cat and just wants to eat everything. I like that little
Which
picture
one?
you got there.
That one right there was the little write-up.
That's pretty cool there. Just kind of showing the main squad.
Yep.
It's pretty neat.
So Elisa Meza is our detective.
Yeah. They meet her once they come to New York.
Yep. She's dodging the stones in the very first episode before they go back in time.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So here is our claw climber Goliath.
Yeah. That was just a random variant they did down the line.
It's actually series 1.
Oh, it was part of series 1?
I think so, yeah.
How many figures did they have in series 1?
A bunch.
Oh, okay. Okay. So maybe back then they didn't do series like we do waves now.
All right, then you got your battle Goliath.
That was pretty cool looking.
So he's got more of like a claw that comes off his arm and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, you can take the stuff off too.
I don't remember a lot of these from the cartoon. I wonder, are these based on moments in the cartoon? Is there anybody in the comments that knows if like that, is that based on a moment in the cartoon? I don't remember it from a cartoon, or were they just kind of...
I'm thinking no, but...
Yeah. But you know how toy lines are back then. You do whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, like we said with the turtle stuff, you got, you know, Raphael as an astronaut, you know, so they just, kind of went off on some...
So Nani says, no, they're not.
They're not based on anything in the cartoon? Okay.
So you got your Broadway figure here. So, yeah, to me, if they were smart, I would say that they should, with the first 5, just kind of go like something to the effect of the Goliath, the Lexington figure, do an Elsa or Elisa, and then do a Xanatos figure as well. Just kind of get some feelers out there for everything. That way you still got the love for it, and you can get all these other original gargoyles out there too.
Just think about how bad it would suck as a collector, though. If they went that route, and then those figures don't do as well. You know, everybody wants the gargoyles. They don't want the human. They don't do as well, and NECA has to stop the line.
That's true.
and then you got 2 gargoyles and a couple humans as your.
So man. With the turtles, they went out and did what 2-3 different versions of the cartoon turtles themselves, the darker one and the lighter one, and the exclusive box set, right? So 3 different versions of the turtles, and now we're getting the 4th one with the turtles in disguise. But they did the big names first. Got all the turtles out there. You got your Splinter, your Shredder. You got all those big names out there, and now they're going with the random names.
Yeah. And I think that's the huge. Yeah, and the philosophy I think was, again, you get your money makers out there, you get people excited about it, and then you can start doing your B and C list characters, and people will keep paying the money for it. You know?
Right. And I mean, that's not a bad strategy, go until you can't go anymore.
Right.
But, and then also, worst case scenario, you just re-release some of the heavy hitters, like they're giving us, NECA's giving us the Turtles 4-pack.
Right.
So,
well, go back and look at Marvel Legends. Go back and look at any successful action figure wave. Who were the first waves? What was Marvel Legends? It was like Captain America and Hulk, and who was in that first one?
Toad.
Oh, Toad, yeah. That's true. That is true. They did throw Toad in on the first one.
All right, then you got your Bronx, which is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I know he's just their dog, but he's really cool as a figure here. You gave him this armor that in this first look here, attack, jaw, and glider wings. So they're giving him some wings that he can fly with.
Yeah. And I guess if you wanted him to be cartoon accurate, I guess you could just remove that off his back, and he'll be the Bronx that we know from the cartoon.
Exactly. Yep.
So how do y'all think we would get Bronx? From NECA, like would that be thrown in with another figure, or
he's so big? I don't think so. I think he's got to be by himself.
Yeah, I think he'd be by himself. Get a couple head sculpts, maybe. Now I could see them potentially doing a Bronx with something like LC or whatever her name is.
Yeah, Eliza.
I could see that Elisa or whatever. I could see that being a potential, because she just needs like a gun and a badge.
So I just thought about something. What if they did 2-packs instead?
These wings are so wide. I don't know.
I know, but Goliath is a big figure, so they gave it as a deluxe. So would some of the smaller ones be 2-packs? Some of the other characters.
Yeah, because we're not going to want to see Lexington by himself.
I'm guessing the wings will come off of the figure in package. That would be my guess. Kind of like they do with like the tails of like the Triceraton and Leatherhead. I think they'll be maybe in the back of the box. And you just pop them on once you bring them out.
Yeah.
So Noni, how many of these did you have as a kid?
Yeah, I was gonna say Noni is our guru on this.
Sounds like it. So he said if you move the back leg on this guy, he had the action feature at his mouth to be able to open up. So that's cool.
Okay. I gotta
somebody posed another question earlier. Can Bronx take Mum Mutt from Thundercats?
I think Mum Mutt's too small.
Yeah.
He's too small. Bronx was big.
He just put his paw on him and turned the stone and hold him down.
Yeah.
So Noni had all of these things as a kid. That's awesome.
Wow, man. That's cool. Do you still have them? Is the next question. Do you still have them in your collection?
All right, so here's your Brooklyn. Again, to me, Brooklyn and Lexington are both pretty small. So like you said, Zach, if they did a 2-pack with these guys, that would be pretty easy.
Right.
You got to give it to them for these figures. Considering how old they are, they did a great job mimicking the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Figures. Oh man, sold them all off at a discounted price. Oh man,
I did the same thing with my He-Man. Look back now, and I'm like, why did I do that? These things are way more valuable now. But there's no articulation in these guys. Just like 5 points, except for your wings, I guess 2.
Yeah,
and then they had the jaw articulation.
But they still look good.
Yeah.
You know?
They do. I mean, if you look at the cartoon, these actually look a little more cartoon accurate than the Goliath from NECA. If you want to talk about just true cartoon accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they obviously the NECA Goliath looks better than any of these could ever dream of. But if you're just going based on cartoon accuracy, the musculature and everything's a little more accurate.
All right, then we got your Demona, which was his Goliath's girlfriend originally.
She looks good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have to get caught up because, like I said, when I watched her in the first one, you know, it's like, well, why is she considered a villain? She's like number 1 on the villains list. So I gotta assume she's mad at him for leaving her that day.
Maybe.
Hey, no,
ManCave thinks that she was destroyed during that first.
Noni can tell us, I'm sure. Noni, wasn't it kind of portrayed in the cartoon that Demona was killed? Didn't Goliath kind of like come back and look at some rocks and be like, my woman or Demona or my whatever. He kind of portrayed like she was like he flew in on her, crushed up stone. Oh, she hates humans.
Ah,
I can get that.
Yeah.
And she faked her death.
She faked her death. Okay.
Man, I got to get caught up on this show. There's so many shows I need to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's good. This one's good though. I can just. I don't know why I stopped watching. I was watching so many things, but I'm gonna start watching some more of it tonight. Actually.
Yeah.
Well, with our Disney Plus, yeah, you just said it, Zach. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm still working on trying to catch up with Darkwing Duck first, and I still got a lot to watch for that. So
it's crazy how many episodes were of this stuff back in the day.
Why can't that be like how it is now? Give us. I mean, why can't we have as many episodes as we did back then?
Yeah,
it's giving us crazy amount of.
Now everybody does 8 episodes per season, and everything. All
right, so there's your stone version, ManCave.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one I want. I've been trying to find one, but just having a hard time.
Were they the same company that made Pirates of Darkwater? I don't know that. Is that a show or a toy? Okay, it's a toy maker. Pirates of Darkwater. I don't know that toy line. So there's your stone. He's got the spear that comes with it.
That does look
cracking out of the stone. He's got the red eyes.
Yeah. I just don't know if NECA would give us something like that. Give us like a stone figure.
I think they'd have to. I think that that's their part of their storyline. You got to go with stone as well.
I don't know. I just
there he is from the side, ManCave, so you can kind of see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's very reminiscent right there of.
All right, so here's your quick strike that you said you did not like at all.
Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that one.
So he's got that little weapon with him. He's got a weird leathery look to him.
Yeah, and his butterfly joints. It just looks weird. He don't even have the right color. I mean, there's just a lot of things wrong with it.
All right, here's your Hudson.
He looks really good.
That's crazy. You saw a whole collection the other day in the store. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, everybody but well, I did see the whole collection. That's true.
Pirates. Where can we find Pirates of Darkwater, Damien? Is that one of those things you can find on YouTube? Got his sword with Hudson. All right, here's your Lexington figure. Like I said, he's the smaller one.
Yeah.
Got his what do you call that? Crossbow.
Crossbow.
Would want the tougher gargoyles released as well to build an army. And see, I'm going to get to that kind of with the clans to see if we can think about if we would want to go that route with it as well. All right, here's your first release of Xanatos, and somebody mentioned in the chat earlier, will Xanatos come with his armor for NECA? And I would have to say, yeah, he'd have to come with that armor as well, because that armor looks amazing right there.
Yeah.
That's part of the Steel Clan, right?
I'm assuming that's where this armor came from, is that he got part of the Steel Clan there. And there's a later version of this in red that looks even better.
Help us out, Noni.
So his mask will pop up there as well on the side. And then he has the regular release version as well. So, give us the armor to go along with the figure itself. All right, then we jump over to Series 2 where you have the different variants of the main guy. So here's your stone camo Broadway. So same figure, just repainted pretty much, I guess.
Yeah.
And you can see the little stone effects in him. So what do we think? Should NECA be doing this as well whenever they start releasing it?
That's a hard question because I don't know if I'd want to see that at first. If anything, give us, release all the figures, try to go. I don't know how far they're really going to want to go with it, but, and then maybe at some point give us a big old, 6-pack or something with
them all in stone versions.
Yeah.
But I don't know. With the stone version, they definitely still need to put the articulation with it so you can pose them any way you want to in stone.
Yeah, completely.
Now, did you pick up any of these the other day, ManCave? I didn't get to watch the whole video.
I did not, man. I wish I would have, but I got over looking at video games and actually completely forgot. I'd have probably went ahead and picked up the Broadway since he was there, but that's the version of Brooklyn they had. I don't think they had
They didn't have the red one.
They didn't have the burgundy or red one yet.
So is that supposed to be the stone version?
This is a Ice Storm.
Ice Storm. Okay.
So he's got this translucent look to him, I think, as well. See his wings?
Yeah.
So that's really cool looking.
That is really cool looking.
But yet, like you say, you still kind of see the stone look in his skin as well.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're talking about these kind of variants like this for nostalgia, would we want NECA to go nostalgia-like with these as well?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool to see something like that. I just don't know if that's. I mean, I guess it depends on what NECA's wanting to go for.
Well, what the fans would actually want too, I guess.
Yeah, that's a really cool look, though.
Then you have your Rainstorm Hudson.
I don't think I care for that one.
Again, you got more of a. I think there's a little bit of translucency to these wings. But yeah, I don't particularly like that either.
No.
Yeah, Matthew, what you over there doing there? Unboxing something?
Yeah, I just got done unboxing Cyrax from the Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat line. Putting them on I'm redoing my shelving, as you guys know. I'm redoing some positioning of stuff, so I'm kind of setting up my Mortal Kombat diorama shelf.
So, are you going to do any of the reviews on all those old ones?
I might do some of my favorite figures. I don't know. A lot of those figures have been out for a while, so I don't know that I'll do reviews on them. I might do a review on maybe Sector and maybe Guile from Street Fighter. A couple of my favorite characters, maybe.
All right, then you got your stone camo Lexington as well. So completely stone on him.
Mm-hmm. Again,
that to me would be the way for NECA to re-release those. Would be not stone accessories, but a stone paint job.
Right.
I think that would be the way to do it.
Mm-hmm. And that might be a good way to keep the line going.
Yeah, because we know NECA loves putting out a repaint of something. So
here's your second version of Xanatos with his red armor.
Again, looks pretty cool.
I like that one better than the silver, I think.
Maybe. I don't know.
Got the mask that goes up again. So again, repaint. Kenner did that on this guy. Here's your Flame Storm Goliath with fireball throwing action.
Huh. I like that one too. Looks pretty cool.
So it'll be interesting. Like I said, if they got 5 characters already designed, ready to go, then it'll most likely, like you said, guys, be the main stuff, and we will never see anything this crazy. Look at those wings. It's like the Phoenix.
Yeah.
That does look amazing. But yeah,
all right, here's your first version of Eliza with a rocket wing jetpack. So we'll definitely see her, and she's kind of like the April O'Neil of the show, I guess, right?
Yeah, I would say that's fair. Yeah.
And then you have Strike Hammer Macbeth. I don't remember much about him. I remember the Xanatos guy. I don't remember much about him. Was he? He's not from the past, is he? You remember him?
No, I don't know. Was he one of the guys that got knocked off the cliff in one of the first episodes in the past?
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, it sort of looks familiar, but not. I couldn't say, you know.
Noni.
Yeah. And then you got your Steel Clan robot. This guy looks pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome right there. You know NECA's going to do one of those.
Yeah.
That's an easy retool of the Goliath figure.
I don't know about easy.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of new stuff.
That's the army builder right there. So I definitely think we're going to see a lot of these. Now, the big question is going to be, I don't think NECA will do anything like this. This was a massive 15-inch that they did, Ultimate Goliath figure. I don't think they'll do anything like this, but they'll just stick with the same wave we're doing. I say that though, but you just had your turtle that was huge.
That's turtles though. That's a big difference.
Now here's the biggest questions. Will they go play sets and will they go vehicles?
No.
Because they actually had the castle play set here, which is pretty cool, that you could actually pose up your stone versions that they want to sell us.
That would be cool.
Up on the castle. So if the line goes far enough, I could see this happening, just like they did with the turtles and the street diorama.
Yeah, but you got to think that street diorama was already done prior to the turtles. They just repainted it.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have did a turtle street diorama.
Well, I mean, now that they're doing it and it's gotten the support that it's gotten, like they're talking about the sewer itself to go under it. So
yeah.
But just with the turtles, friend, Laka just said it, which is what I was about to say. We're really talking about entirely different worlds when you go TMNT to Gargoyle. TMNT, everybody from here to China knows Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Gargoyles, not so much. It's a much smaller group, I think.
Yeah. So then you got your vehicles, and that kind of goes back to the same subject line. Then will they do vehicles? Well, no. If it's not a big enough franchise for them, we probably won't see anything like this.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Hey, Damien, I do think we'll get a Kentaro at some point. I think probably Goro would be a they could probably do some reuse from the Goro figure to get us a Kentaro figure.
So this is the Ripping Rider cycle, which is actually like the front cover of the Disney Plus episodes there with what's his name? What's the red the burgundy one?
Brooklyn.
Yeah, with Brooklyn on this bike here. There he is right there. So they actually have a shot of that on the front cover of the Disney Plus shows with his bike. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool.
But never going to happen.
Never going to happen.
Nope.
And then you got your Xanatos and his XI-44 Roadster with the figure as well. Now, the funny thing is they had this on the back of the card here with this lightning assault vehicle, which never showed up that I could find anywhere. So that Goliath on his lightning assault vehicle, I couldn't find anywhere. Yeah, we're getting a party wagon too. They're talking about Leica, or the turtle van.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, NECA has not done vehicles yet, but that's not stopping them. They're definitely going to do it with Turtles line. Looks like.
Yep.
So
So
then you got
besides Turtles, I mean, like, what else is NECA's biggest, stuff they do? Like, do you think Turtles is their biggest?
Well, they got horror.
Yeah,
Horror is huge for them.
that's true. But I would say those are probably the two biggest, right?
So, ManCave, what do you think? And guys in the chat, what do you guys think about the fact that they just did the Defenders of the Earth and comparing that franchise to this Gargoyles franchise? Where does it stand as your, which one's more popular?
I'd say Gargoyles is a little more popular, probably.
And the fact that, like you said, they just put it back out so everybody can watch.
Yeah. Defenders of Earth, you can watch it as well, just on YouTube. But yeah, Defenders of Earth, I don't know that it. I mean, Flash Gordon, I guess, is pretty popular.
And the Phantom.
Yeah. But I've not really, every time I ever bring it up to collectors, they either don't know what it is or that, it wasn't really me, Gargoyles, man, I ain't talked to anybody who don't have some type of good memory in regards to Gargoyles.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody,
yeah, I remember watching it, definitely.
Seems to be a lot more excitement around it.
It's definitely not top 10 of my 80s cartoons. Matter of fact, what year did this come out?
Probably 90, I would say.
I think this was a 90s cartoon, so I was a little older, so I wasn't watching it as hot and heavy as it was my 80s stuff. Yeah, everybody's liking Gargoyles definitely better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the Defenders, they got 5 more characters, and they're done making that line.
Probably.
So you had these weird hardwired versions of these guys. So here's a Broadway hardwired. You got the metallic-looking wings. So that's odd.
Yeah.
You had your Goliath hardwired. You had those are nice-looking wings right there.
Yeah.
Are you being serious, or are you joking with us?
I was being serious. Yeah, they're awesome.
You like them? You like them? Okay.
I don't mind the designs. I mean, but I just don't know if I'd care to get a figure now of that.
Yeah.
Back then, that would have been pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
It looks like
here's your Green Goblin. Here's your Green Goblin figure. I mean Lexington.
Green Goblin.
Yeah, that's exactly what that looks like.
He kind of looks like a nihilist too, doesn't he?
It does look a little bit like it now.
Yeah.
And then you have your hardwired Xanatos here. So I could definitely do without any of the hardwired stuff. Here's Cold Stone, which is a villain that we hadn't seen yet up until this point. And we'll talk about that here in a second whenever I go through the villains.
I don't care a whole lot for these hardwired.
Mm-mm.
And then you got your deluxe figures. So these deluxe had a battle armor that you could put over top of them. So this was a Raging Bull armor for Goliath.
Nope.
I think looking back up at Noni's comment, said NECA's never done vehicles. I think NECA has done vehicles. Hadn't they done some like Terminator, and they've done some different types of vehicles, I think. It's like they were almost like styrofoam. It's weird. Let's see.
So Damien's jumping on the 80s crowd like me. He's back with me. Defenders is over Gargoyles to him. And I agree. I like the Gargoyles, but to me, I would go Defenders more. Would this be about the same time as the Batman the Animated Series?
Probably, yeah.
Because to me, those kind of ran together for me, kind of that dark kind of feel to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, Noni, go look up NECA Cinemachines. NECA Cinemachines. NECA has done some vehicles before.
Is that based off of any brand though? What is that?
Well, the one I just Googled and pulled up is their Alien.
Oh yeah,
armored personnel carrier, 5-inch die-cast vehicle.
That one right there.
Let's see. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, look, and there's some Terminator, and they've done different stuff in this Cinema Machines line.
But to go with 6-inch, 7-inch scale stuff, that's the question.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what scale all those were, but they've dabbled in it. I don't know that it was their most successful line, but they've definitely dabbled in some vehicles.
Well, didn't they recently do an Ecto 1 too?
No.
Was that not them?
That's not them.
You sure? I thought it was like a smaller scale. I don't know. Maybe not.
Was that Jada Toys? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Did they do the tiny DeLorean there?
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Was that NECA or was that Jada? There is a tiny DeLorean over in the NECA section always.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking about.
Maybe it is NECA. Yeah, could be.
All right, so here's one of the other deluxe ones. This is the Griffin armor.
That don't really look like the Griffin I got up here on the.
No, your Griffin looks a lot better. And there he is without the armor on. So you got your nice blue looking Goliath there with some cool looking wings there.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any of these.
And then you got your Bronx here as a lion. So he's actually got wings in this guy.
Yeah.
So he's got a purple look to him instead of that blue look that we're used to. Kind of would have liked if they'd actually kept him blue, though, instead of making him purple.
Yeah.
But again, you got the same molds. They just threw the armors across them. All right, this one may be one you like, ManCave. Deluxe Power Wing Goliath.
Yeah, that one's not too bad. He's got that little bit of armor on his chest. I don't really like, but
yeah, but he's got that ability to have his wings folded up.
Yeah,
and then also
that's kind of cool for that time. For them to kind of have that ingenuity there for that time frame.
And there he is with them down.
Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. I do like that.
And then the last deluxe one is the Mighty Roar Goliath. So again, he's got that armor on as well. He's missing a wing in this shot.
I'm definitely thinking if people want these, they better get them.
Get the vintage.
Get the vintage. Yeah. I'm not seeing any of this coming to fruition.
No, not a chance.
All right, so let's jump into the villains, and then we'll be done with this stuff here.
Okay.
So let's see what we would like to see with the villains of this stuff. So first off, we already talked about Demona. She is a villain, so she would definitely be one we'd like to see. Sorry, I jumped into the clans first. Here's the clans that we were talking about of all the different versions that are out there. So this is Clan Ishimura. So different gargoyles out there that they could do versions of. Would we want to go this far with the line and do these like maybe one episode figures like this?
I definitely think this would sell if they get the line
going.
The foundation of the line gets built. If they get the hype up, they get people watching the cartoon. I think just like Turtles, I think they could start dabbling into this type of stuff. Who wouldn't want more of these big gargoyles? Whether you're a Gargoyles fan or not, that's going to be a cool looking figure coming from NECA.
Maybe. I just don't know if I'm the biggest fans of those looks. I don't know.
You got your Clan Labyrinth, which a lot of these guys actually look like our originals. These guys over here on the right, and then so they're very similar looking to what our original group was.
Huh.
You got these guys that are very similar, and then this one too.
Yeah, they're just kind of repaints almost, ain't they? Lexington, Brooklyn, Broadway. Yeah, those are all just Looks like the same character, just a different color.
That would be so easy for them to do.
Oh, yeah. You know NECA would love that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you got Clan London here. So you got like a bird, a horse, and a lion there.
Is that a unicorn?
Definitely unicorn.
Yeah, that's like a fake horn to me. I don't know. If the line is only 10 figures total, I would go all in. But if it's more than 10 figures, I only want Goliath. I understand that.
Yeah.
Just don't want to go down a rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
Money, just like
I don't know if I would care for any of these, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Any of these other gargoyles, it's just. I think I want really more of the main ones.
But you know what, Zach? As we watch the cartoon, you never know.
That is true. You
never know. I mean, if these guys come in and they play a role for 10 episodes, then you might decide you like them. Now, if they're one episode and done, then yeah, I think that's probably that's a no, never mind for me. But
you say that, but look at our Moti line and how far it went.
Well, yeah.
And they went and did the one and done stuff with their figures.
That's true. There's a ton of one and dones.
So
same thing with Turtles. I mean,
Thundercats is going to try to do that.
Ninja Turtles, Casey Jones was in 5 episodes over like 8 seasons. And look what a popular character he is. So,
he's huge. Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah, he was in 5 episodes of the cartoons. So, I mean, you would have thought, being the name he is, he would have been in half the episodes.
Hey, Noni, when you say they were in like 3 episodes, you talking every clan or just these certain ones? Is that your buzzer there?
Yeah.
All right, here is the Steel Clan. So there's your army builder.
Yeah.
Along with Xanatos in the middle.
I would say outside of the main characters, that would be what I would like to see.
Mm-hmm.
Be the Steel.
And it would make sense for NECA to do too, because if it doesn't sell, all that great as the figure itself, it's an army builder. So
it's an army builder. That's right. Everybody's going to want 2 or 3 or 4 minimum. So
yeah.
All right. Then you got your Avalon clan, which has kind of got a little brother of Bronx there, it looks like. So that's it for the clans. And then we have this guy's name is Claw, and he was part of the clan Labyrinth, I think. So he's kind of cool looking like a tiger. And you have your Cold Steel, which we talked about earlier in that hardwired stuff. So here's the real version of Cold Steel.
No,
I'm sorry. I think Cold Stone was the one that they actually made a figure of. But here's Cold Steel. So that's really cool looking, I think. I could see that, Noni. If they crowdfunded, that would be smart on their part.
Well, they do it through Loot Crate.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think they crowdfund it. They just Loot Crate it.
Yeah.
Which kind of is a crowdfund, I guess, in a roundabout way.
This is your Cold Stone villain here.
Yeah.
He's kind of cool looking.
That's got to happen.
Yeah.
And then you have... Nope, not what I wanted. This guy's just, his name is Fang. He's kind of cool looking, like a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have this nice shot of some of the villains all together with your Demona. Now, did Demona turn into a human form herself, I guess? In the show? You remember that?
No, I don't.
This guy right here is a must.
Yeah,
definitely.
That's Cold
Stone. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and the Steel Clan. I think that's the have tos.
Yep.
I would say, to be honest with you, from everything we've seen so far, and I don't want to be like a downer, but like I want the main gargoyles, and then all
these 4 right here.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I really wouldn't care for much of anything else, unless they give us like the gargoyles in stone.
Yes, agreed.
Check out Damien's question there.
I don't know what he's talking about. What's he keeping under wraps right now? Fan base property.
Brian at Super 7.
To me, I think that was a while ago, and that's the Power Rangers now. But I'm not sure, 100% sure if that's something new or not. Because he announced a while back that they got that Power Rangers property that they're going to be doing for the Ultimates and the reactions.
What's a fan base property mean though? Like maybe I don't understand what that is.
That's a good point. Maybe that's not what I'm thinking about. So I got no speculation on what that could have been. I know they love to do their metal, their bands. So who knows?
Wouldn't fan base property just mean like something that, not really that many people care about? But
like a niche group?
Yeah.
It'd almost be like Gargoyles.
Yeah, pretty much.
In a sense.
Which actually I'm surprised that Super 7 didn't get Gargoyles.
Yeah, really.
Since they got the Disney license for stuff.
Yeah.
Which again, we haven't seen any of those yet. They haven't shown any more announcements for the next waves either.
Mm-hmm.
She turned human by day because of the curse by a witch. Also, why Macbeth is immortal. Okay. Man, I got to watch this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's name is Talon. I like him. He's like a Black Panther.
Yeah, he does look cool.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got, I'm going to butcher his name probably, Thylog. Is this guy's name?
He looks really
looks
cool.
Like a reverse version of Goliath to me. Fan base just means a property with a fan base. That's every property then for us, right?
Yeah.
All right, and this group is called the Pack.
No.
And certain ones of them mutate, I guess. So you got that version, and then you got their mutated version as well.
Yeah.
So when you said not first, we'll check this big dude out.
I still don't really care for it.
Yeah, I'm not digging those.
There is Hyena is one of them. Jackal is another one. Wolf. Of all of them, Wolf is probably the coolest looking.
Mm-hmm. I would agree.
And then he actually mutates into a wolf, I guess. And the last thing I got, guys, for tonight is like I said, Xanatos in his red armor, which I like better than that silver.
Yep.
That's sweet right there. I do like that.
So talk to me, guys. What are we going to see in this? What do we want NECA to do? Is it just the main guys that we want to see and then be done with the line? Or do we truly want to see them do all these armored villains and, like you said, the stone versions of these characters? And if we go $30 point on all these, is that something that we could keep up with? How often do we want to see them released? How quickly do we want to get the entire grouping of the gargoyles?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to speak on this too much because I don't know that much about gargoyles. But you know what I said. The main six and some of the other few villains, But that's really all I'd care to see, I think I'd probably pass on most of everything else.
Yeah.
So Noni, our expert here, says the Pack is a for sure for him. So
from what I see tonight, I see that they probably have 15 or so figures they could successfully do.
I agree.
15-ish,
Are you including the fact that they're going to make them in stone as well?
Well, no, I mean that would double it right out of the gate. That'd be 12 to 14 figures right out of the gate if you did regular and stone. I'm not talking about any variant versions. I'm just talking about the characters themselves.
Right.
From a name standpoint, I'm only seeing about 12 to 15 characters that probably would be popular enough for them to be able to pull it off.
I agree.
But I do think they could take those same 12 to 15 characters and do a couple different variants, like the stone versions of each,
right,
versions of the. So yeah.
So, who is your favorite gargoyle?
Mine?
Mine is Goliath.
It's Goliath or Bronx. I'm kind of.
So, you like the fact that he eats all the time?
Well, Bronx.
Oh, Bronx, the dog. Yeah, the dog.
Yeah.
So, I like Lexington. I always liked Lexington as I was watching the show back in the day.
Yeah, he's cool. That was my brother's favorite.
Was he?
Yeah.
I mean, from what I've seen, Goliath. You know. But who knows? I still have a lot to watch. So.
Yeah, definitely.
As I get older and wiser, Hudson, maybe. I feel like maybe I connect with Hudson more.
I don't think you're there yet.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you've lost that wisdom so far. When I see more and more and more toys in your haul videos, I'm like, what is this guy doing?
I want to turn my whole house into a man cave.
Now, that could be interesting. That could be interesting. But you haven't, I mean, you've expanded a little bit out in the hallways and whatnot. You know, you had your statues out in the living room for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
So Evil Goliath is Noni's favorite. So that'll be interesting to see him in the show.
Wait, what's Evil Goliath again? Is that?
Let me see if I can find him again. Thylog.
Oh, so that actually is Evil Goliath.
Yeah. He's cool looking.
Yeah. And like you said, that's an easy one. You just throw a little bit of armor on the original figure.
Yeah.
And you got this guy.
Yeah. I would love to see that one too. Completely.
So what you guys think? Goliath, is that our number one for the week of all the reveals I showed off too? Or would Galvatron be the biggest one of the week?
I'm going with Goliath.
Yeah.
Yep. Same.
I think that got the buzz of a lot more people on Instagram and even YouTube. We saw everywhere. I saw a lot of people just talking about Goliath and the gargoyles. So
I agree. My Instagram feed was going crazy those first couple of days with Goliath. So.
Well, you know, we got the first image, which was supposedly a teaser image, and I was like, if this is a teaser, I can't wait to see what we are getting because, I mean, they showed the whole figure off to us.
Right.
So Nani says that that evil Goliath is kind of like his son, but then it gets really strange because Demona hooks up with him.
Okay.
Wow. Interesting.
So, well, guys, I appreciate y'all joining the stream tonight. If there's anything else in the comments, throw it in real quick. Say your goodbyes, say your good nights and whatnot for the week, and we will definitely do this again next week. Hopefully, we'll have some big news, some big reveals over this week. I feel like there's so many reveals every single week. I started doing my top 10 toy reveals probably 4 months ago, maybe 5. And, you know, I didn't know where that was going to go. But every single week you have, you know, 25 figures of some sort revealed every single week. So I got a top 10 list every week. I thought I was going to run out, you know. I thought just maybe some of the big news days would have given it to me. But no, every single week I'm getting, you know, a lot that I get to choose from and enjoy deciding what was the best.
Yeah. It's insane. It really is. You know, for us to be able to have that many options and just so much stuff all the time, you know, it really is amazing.
I remember a year ago, my Big Bad Toy Store pre-order was about 20 figures on average. I think I have 65 figures pre-ordered through Big Bad Toy Store right now. So yeah, it's crazy. I never thought through COVID we would have kind of a toy collecting resurgence.
COVID and stimulus checks, right?
Yeah. I've talked to multiple guys that are toy store owners. One guy I talked to on Instagram quite often, he is a seller out in like Idaho, and then our buddy over back in time, I mean, both of them have said that they have just been so busy here lately, even through the pandemic. And that blows my mind. I would have thought it'd been the exact opposite.
Well, you know, what's also crazy with that is the fact that you're seeing stores pop up everywhere right now.
You are.
And Back in Time is actually a fairly new store. It's not even a year old.
It's like November. It popped up in November.
What was the other one? Red
Genesis.
Genesis, brand new.
Needless Toys in Lincolnton. That just popped up within the last 4 or 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, we're very blessed where we live to have so many toy stores within, 30, 40 minutes of us.
So Noni, I hope not. I hope our collecting will continue to go. I hope that once things open up that we won't lose this nostalgia trip that we got going on, because the distributors are actually giving us some good stuff finally, and man, I'm loving it. My wife's hating it, but I'm loving it.
Once some stimulus checks quit coming, we'll start seeing people just collecting. All their pre-order list will be getting canceled out.
Well, guys, it was fun. I enjoyed talking. I enjoyed the chat definitely tonight. Very active chat. Lots of good guys in there talking to us all. You want to say your goodbyes, and we'll get out of here.
Adios, guys. Hope everybody has a good week.
Yeah, man. Be good.